Let me see your hands.
Black Adam has been billed as a turning point for the DC Extended Universe. We are still operating under the misconception that everything they've released has been abysmal, in spite of a string of hits and rather adored work since some of their earlier stumbles over 5 years ago. As such, the expectation may work against the film, and already the reviews have been a mixed bag for this origin movie that promises a character to change the hierarchy of power in the DC universe. The road to Black Adam has been a 15-year fight for its star Dwayne Johnson, who also produces, and his unmistakable passion for this project has resulted in a comic book crowd pleaser, one that shows a great affection for the character. This anti-hero story certainly doesn't reinvent the wheel, but nor does it need to, instead offering bang for your buck superpowered entertainment and an almighty battle cry that is very infectious. The film sees a 5,000-year-old being released from his earthly tomb as a search for a dark ancient item leads to the world being placed in potential peril. However, as the Justice Society of America's best and brightest attempt to save the day, they realise that the world might not need a hero, instead it might need Black Adam. After an exposition-heavy opening that has a lot in common with the Mummy's tone-setting prologues, or the narrated opening to a 300-style visual historical spectacle caper, we get to the modern-day story, and things don't really let up from the moment the titular powerhouse is unleashed. A showcase for impressive effects-laden action, Black Adam is a film that opts not to let audiences off its big ride. Backed by Lorne Balfe's electrifying and muscular score that is filled with heroism and atmosphere, this is a film that harks back to the kind of battles your inner child would have dreamed of seeing on the big screen. Director collet-serra reunites with his Jungle Cruise star, and they both know the brief here. Johnson's background in wrestling comes in especially useful because he knows how to make an entrance, tread into face and heel territory, and register a reaction from his audience. And that is precisely what this film is all about. What Black Adam sometimes lacks in nuance, it makes up for in sheer crowd-involving fun. That said, despite many things being done in broader strokes, there are good attempts at speaking about something more than huge powers and baddie-lobbing mayhem. The story, on a blockbuster scale, broaches the recurrence of oppression through time and how cross-cultural perceptions differ greatly, not to mention how it adds some fractured layers to a character whose power and rage knows no limits. Johnson invests everything into this and makes Black Adam super, while also somewhat tragic, and a bulking figure of uncontrollable power inside and out. It's very obvious to see he is a massive fan who aims to bring the part to a wider crowd and do the nearly 8 decades of his comic book mythology justice. Meanwhile, Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate is an absolute show-stealer, offering up a complex character and getting to the heart of him rather quickly and decisively, expertly unleashing a reality-altering creation that really stands out from the already distinctive crowd. In fact, the Justice Society of America's long-awaited big-screen debut overall comes alive, thanks to a supporting cast full of heart. We may not get into their cause completely here, but what we do get is a great big taste. It would be good to see Aldous Hodge's moral Hawkman, Noah Centinio's funny Atom Smasher, and Quintessa Swindell's intelligent Cyclone back together again on another assignment, while Sarah Shahi and Bodhi Sabongwi nicely add a more human element in their empowering role to the story. Black Adam is a film that aims to please you at a time when you could do with pleasing. It has some of the flaws you might expect, such as third act chaos and a weaker villain, but also some really entertaining strengths.